Hello, good afternoon. This is an introduction to Thomas' interview made in Vollsmose by the 4 students from Kosovo. I just want to add a few information so it's more clear what it's all about for you who didn't participate in the field visit. It's about the ghetto law, or as it is called today, the law of parallel society. What is it all about? Is it a punishment for ethnic minority who live in poverty, or whatever would we call it? The inequality is supported across the middle in Danish politics, unfortunately. And it do affect people with another ethnic background than Danish. And we will call it structural racism. The government decided some criteria for when a residential area should be called a ghetto or exposed area or a hard ghetto. The exposed residential area is connected only to matter of connection to the labor market, education, how much wage you get, but the ghetto and the hard ghetto is connected to non-Western immigrants, as it's called. And as long as you have more than 50% non-Western immigrant, then it's supposed to be a problem. The difference between the ghetto and the hard ghetto is that the criminal rate should be constant when you talk about a hard ghetto. The 5 ghetto criteria it goes like this. The proportion of people living there without job, without education, must not be more than 40%. If it's more, it's a ghetto. The proportion of residents who only have a primary school education must not be more than 60%. And the average gross income must not be less than 55% of the income in the region. And the proportion of convicted residents is at least 3 times the national average. And the proportion of non-Western immigrants must not be more than 50%. When this law was in the parliament, then the Danish Institute for Human Rights contacted the parliament and explained they need the government to change several key parts of the proposal before it was submitted to the parliament. This didn't happen. First of all, they want the word ethnic origin, that it should be removed from the law, because it's a criteria that will create discrimination and could be stigmatizing. It's a very well-known institution, but nothing happens. So the law was vedtaget, sorry, I don't know the English word for that, but it gone through the parliament, and after that they start to make plans where they want to pull down a lot of good flats in different areas. I think we have 18 areas in Denmark who fulfill the criteria. And they have the possibility to move some of the flats. Traditionally, we move flats if it's in a very narrow, poor area. But for instance, Vollsmose, who is the biggest ghetto in Denmark, it is in a very beautiful area with a lot of green around trees and grass and small seas and so small lakes and so on. So it has nothing to do with the condition of the flats or the surrounding. So now you can go to listen to Thomas, the interview with Thomas. Thank you.